The Vatican has been involved in many scandals and controversies. This city has secrets that cause trouble worldwide. Vatican City is a small state where the Roman Catholic Church is based. It's a small area in Rome on the west side of the Tiber River. Rome has a small country within it that may surprise you. It's the Holy See's home and the world's smallest independent nation. The Vatican is small, only 49 hectares, and has 453 people. The Vatican is a small but powerful and sacred city with a lot of history and influence. People have been thinking that there's something bad behind the rich and powerful. The Vatican has secrets that are starting to come out. We need to address past incidents that were unsettling. We'll reveal scary secrets about this great country. Stay tuned Info Plus until the end. 1. Dead trial. The Vatican held a strange trial. Religious figures can be eccentric and petty, as proven by an incident. The trial was called Cadaver Synod and was conducted by the Basilica of St. John Lateran. The person on trial was not an ordinary man. Pope Formosus was in 897. Pope Stephen VI suggested the trial after Pope Formosus. It was an unsure time in the city's history. Many popes served between 872 and 996. Over 20 popes were chosen. Pope Formosus was accused of lying, becoming pope illegally, and ruling two places at once. No accusations were made when he was the pope. They came 7 months after he died. Pope Stephen VI ordered Formosus's body to be exhumed and brought to the papal courts. It sat on a throne because dead people can't speak. A deacon would do it for him. Formosus was found guilty. Stephen removed Formosus' papal clothes and cut off his 3 blessing fingers. The dead pope's ordinations were also canceled. He was buried in a foreigner's graveyard. Stephen was still not satisfied, so he had the body dug up again and thrown into the Tiber River with weight attached. Some think Pope Stephen sought revenge on Formosus for supporting Arnulf of Carinthia and betraying Lambert of Spoleto. People found Pope Formosus' body on the riverbank. Romans were angry about his unfair trial. They rebelled against Pope Stephen and caused a public uprising. Stephen was jailed in 897. He was strangled. 2. Exorcism troops. The Catholic Church has its own beliefs, despite science and psychology. Exorcisms were common in the Middle Ages. We know about them from movies like The Conjuring. People didn't know about mental illnesses or mental health back then. The tradition still exists despite advances in neuroscience and psychology. The Catholic Church supports and performs exorcisms. Father Gabriel Amorth, who performed around 130,000 exorcisms in his lifetime, passed away in 2016. In 2018, Vatican City hosted 250 priests for the exorcism school. The Church believes there are more cases of demonic possession lately. Pope Francis suggested people seek exorcists for spiritual problems. Pope Francis may perform exorcisms. In 2013, there was a rumor that he publicly performed a sexual act on a man in a wheelchair. The Church still performs exorcisms despite them being seen as abusive and sensationalized. Popes did many exorcisms in the last 10 years. Father Amorth told a story about Pope John Paul II trying to remove a demon from a woman. She was brought to him screaming and drooling. The Pope couldn't help her, so Father Amorth had to finish the job. Amorth saw a woman walking up a wall as if there was no gravity. The Church doesn't care about the world or science's opinions. They've done many exorcisms and will continue to do so. 3. Fatima's secrets. The story of the 3 secrets of Fatima was revealed in 1970. The Vatican hasn't said much about well-known apocalyptic visions and prophecies. The 3rd secret is more popular among Catholics. 3 young Portuguese shepherds were told prophecies that were secrets. Our Lady of Fatima revealed these. Lucia Santos and her cousins Jacinta and Francisco saw the Virgin Mary 6 times in 1917. They were Portuguese shepherds. Lucia told everyone the secrets when the bishop told her to. No proof meant people weren't convinced. In October 1917, during the last Fatima apparition, Virgin Mary did a sun dance. Everyone saw it, even reporters who wrote about it in the news. The kids were told to keep the prophecies secret, but Lucia wrote down the first 2 after almost 20 years. She was unsure about sharing the 3rd one, but the bishop persuaded her. The first secret was like a vision of hell. She wrote that the Virgin Mary showed all three children hell. They saw sad people and had difficulty looking at them because of their pitiful condition. The second secret was a vision about the First World War. Kids saw the war end, but then another war started. The third secret is more disturbing and wasn't disclosed earlier. Lucia wrote it on paper and put it in a sealed envelope. She said not to open it before 1960, but its contents were not made public until 2000. The third secret is about the 1981 attack on Pope John Paul II. It shows a bishop in a white dress walking towards a cross. He tries to reach it while many dead martyrs are around him. He is killed at the mountain cross by bullets and arrows. Two angels stand by the cross. Some think the Vatican is hiding part of the third secret letter from Lucia. 4. Vatican and Nazis. The Vatican was involved with the Nazis. The Vatican didn't stop Hitler's crimes during the Second World War. They ignored the persecution of Jews under the oppressive regime. After World War II, the Vatican helped many war criminals and Nazi soldiers escape. Soldiers ran away to South America using rat lines. Different groups helped Nazis escape and avoid punishment after the war. The Catholic Church helped many Nazi soldiers escape Europe, including Franz Stangl, Adolf Eichmann, Joseph Mengele, Klaus Barbie, and Walter Roth. A book by Gerald Steinacher, a Harvard researcher, claims that some Red Cross members helped Nazis escape by giving them travel documents. The Vatican helped Nazi fugitives despite knowing their brutalities. The Vatican archives still hide the documents about the Nazi saving mission. Researchers want to see them. Rwandan tragedy is number 5. In 2017, Pope Francis apologized to the victims of the Rwandan genocide. The Vatican couldn't hide the secret and had to take responsibility. Catholic Church members participated in ethnic cleansing in Rwanda in 1994. The clergy worsened the situation for the Tutsi instead of helping them. In 1994, extremists killed over 800,000 Tutsis and moderate Hutus in just 3 months. The president of Rwanda caused the violence. He was a Hutu. His plane was shot down. The national media and presidential guard spread propaganda against the Tutsis. Hutus killed Tutsis and made other Hutus kill them too. Many sought refuge in churches but were killed with help from clergy. In 1994, 5,000 people were killed at a Catholic church. Another priest, Father Athanase Saramba, ordered his church to be destroyed with 2,000 Tutsi refugees inside. Another priest is facing charges from the International Criminal Tribunal for Rwanda for making lists of Tutsi people to be killed. The church supported the Hutus during the genocide, according to experts. 6. Book of Satan's Spells. The Vatican has a scary book in their secret archives that they don't want anyone to see. This book has the most dangerous spells ever. The book is called Le Grand Grimoire and was written in 1520. The scary book's author was named Honorius of Thieves. Some think the man was possessed by Satan. Book found in King Solomon's tomb in 1750. Written in Biblical Hebrew or Aramaic. This book is known as the Red Dragon and is a powerful occult book. It contains instructions on making magical items, casting spells, and communicating with spirits. The scariest spell in the book is how to call Lucifer. Instructions for making a deal with him are available. Experts believe that most copies of the bad book are fake or altered, so the spells in them don't work. Believers believe these versions have power. Only the Catholic Church knows where the original manuscript is. 7. Fatty Leaks. The Vatican leaks scandal was a big deal. It's like WikiLeaks for the biggest church. In 2012, documents revealing corruption in the Vatican were leaked. It started with a TV show called The Untouchables and a book called His Holiness, the secret papers of Benedict XVI that revealed sensitive information. These were messages between Pope Benedict and his secretary. The Pope's finances and Vatican's bribery for audience would be exposed. Archbishop Carlo Maria Vigano's letters revealed a large corruption scheme. The Holy See lost millions of dollars due to overpriced contracts. The papers showed that there were power struggles in the Vatican, with envy, politics, and fighting. Cardinal Paolo Romeo predicted the Pope's death within 12 hours in a document. The Vatican leaks revealed a scandal with gay priests, in addition to money problems and conflicts between colleagues. They were blackmailed by outsiders. The leaked documents were accurate, causing a frenzy. Pope Benedict denied the claims, but a meeting was held and 2 Vatican aides were found guilty of leaking information. Paolo Gabriele was the Pope's butler, and the other person was a computer specialist at the Secretariat of State. The 2 men damaged the Vatican's reputation, but the Pope pardoned them. Vatican obelisk was stolen. Who doesn't know about the big obelisk in St. Peter's Square? It looks like the ones in Egypt. This one is from Egypt and was taken by the Romans. It's ironic that a stolen obelisk was displayed in the Vatican. This is 4,500 years old, 1,500 years older than Rome. Caligula's obelisk was taken from Alexandria by Caligula in 37 AD.